All right, hello, welcome to the vlog. We start off with a photo here of handsome Mr. Gelotris. We basically caught the Aerobus from the Barcelona airport to the city center, and then we walked with our luggage to this Argentinian steakhouse for lunch, where I got this lovely meat platter here, which was super good, and the chimichurri sauce just makes it so yummy. And yeah, we'll get the first video clip here coming up.
Okay, we've touched down in Barcelona. Hopefully the audio is okay, but we are checked into the hotel. We're walking to La Sagrada Familia right now. So, kind of just walking through all of, the town. We got Jamabi and Gelotris here. And yeah, I guess I'll get some video of the La Sagrada Familia, but probably no voiceover on that one.
Pretty slow first day after that. We went to San Pau Recinto Modernista, which you can see here. And then after that, we caught the subway with our little pass that we got to one of the neighborhoods above Park Güell. And our plan was to walk down to Park Güell, but it was extremely hilly. It was kind of crazy. We were just going up and down and up and down and up and down hills, which wasn't ideal. And then we have Debray mentioned. Wow. No way. And then we got to this viewpoint at the top of Park Güell, which was really amazing and looked very cool, looking down at the city of Barcelona. And that pretty much concluded our day. We went to Popeyes afterwards. Didn't get a photo of that for dinner, but had some Popeyes, and then we went to sleep because we were all pretty tired.
Okay, day 2 in Barcelona. We got a very late start because I slept until like 11 a.m. or so. Probably slept about 12 hours, which was nice because didn't get too much sleep throughout the entire World Championship. Now we're kind of just walking down the main like shopping street. You got the Prada, you got the Fendi, all of that. And we're heading down to the water, I think. It's probably where we're going to end up, near the beach somewhere. Gothic Quarter is probably on the menu and all that. And we're also going to try to meet up with Elve, if we can, in the next few days. So hopefully I can get some vlog footage of that. And maybe we'll see him and get some drinks. And maybe he'll light up like 12 cigarettes when we see him. So that should be fun. And yeah. I guess I'll have an update for you guys when we get down to the Gothic Quarter, maybe.
All right, we saw some pretty exceptional Gaudi architecture here on our way down to lunch. These two buildings look pretty cool, and yeah, here they are. And then here's my lunch. I got a mojito, just drinking on the trip. And then we had this beef cheek with mashed potatoes and then some patatas bravas in the back, and then this squid ink paella, which was absolutely lovely.
Okay, we're at some park, sitting down, got some rest. Went down to the beach. We also got lunch. The lunch was pretty good. We got some paella, some beef cheek with like some mashed potatoes, and this patatas bravas, which I will put on the screen. I think I have some photos. But after that, kind of just sitting at this park with a bunch of people just boating around, which is interesting. Like, kind of cool. And I don't know what we're gonna do after this. I don't think we really have a plan, but I'll see you guys when I have another update, I guess.
Next, we saw this cool fountain in the Parc de la Ciutadella, and then afterwards we headed to the Arc de Triomphe. Not that Arc de Triomphe, but this one. And then afterwards we headed up this cable car funicular type beat situation all the way to the top of the Parc de Montjuïc. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you know, we got this nice, lovely aerial view of the city. You can see the ocean on the side there. It was just kind of awesome to see, and you can see the people heading down in the cable car as well. And then while we were at the top, saw this interesting, I have no idea what this is. And then we had the tourist go home graffiti, which I put on my Instagram story. And then this is dinner. We had a Moscow Mule there, and we went to this great Peruvian place with this absolutely solid like lamb dish, I think, with some beans and some rice. It was lovely and probably the best meal that I had on the trip. Headed to breakfast this morning. Had this very mid English breakfast. Was not good. So, yeah, greatly disappointed with that one.
All right, good morning. Day 3 in Barcelona. Last day here, and then tomorrow morning we do fly out to Granada. So I have some hopefully nice vlogs there near the Alhambra and stuff. But we just had brunch. Woke up a bit late today. Uncle Gelotris was sleeping in. So we got off to a bit of a later start, but should be okay. We're gonna head to the Camp Nou now, which is the Barcelona football pitch, ground, arena thing. And then we'll probably head to some museum, like the Picasso Museum or the Modern Art Museum. So maybe I'll get some footage of the new camp when we get there, hopefully. And yeah, I guess that's my early afternoon update for you guys on this one.
So made it to the Camp Nou, as you guys see here, but it was under heavy construction, so we couldn't really see anything, which was quite sad. Couldn't get any exterior shots of one of the most legendary football stadiums of all time. But it was cool just being there, and we went into the merch shop, and I got a little Barcelona magnet for a souvenir, so that was cool. And now we're at the Pablo Picasso Museum. We had a little monkey statue thing here, and then Picasso did a lot about like death, which I thought was kind of interesting. I didn't know that about him. So here we have a woman on her deathbed, and then yeah, he went through a lot of phases, which was quite interesting, and I think it was a good thing to go visit. Okay, we're at like the pier thing. Pier Vey, actually. Shout out LV. Just left this mall right here, this thing, and got this hat, which was nice, but yeah, was kind of pricey. The World Trade Center of Barcelona is right over there. Look at the water. I forgot to record in the Camp Nou, but, well, we didn't go inside, but we saw the Camp Nou, which you guys will see the footage of, or like the photos of, which I shoddily took. And then went to the Picasso Museum, so that was interesting, which I will show the photos, probably prior to showing this clip. Anyway, now we're at the pier, and then we're gonna go to dinner probably, and then probably go to sleep, because we have a flight tomorrow to Granada. So that's the plan as of right now. Not sure what we're gonna do now actually, because it's a bit early for dinner. It's only 6:18, so figure out what to do after that, but we'll see. Yeah. Here's our dinner, some tuna, plated cool, I guess. And then the saddest looking cheese board I've ever seen in my life. And then some squid and croquettes, which were actually quite good, but I didn't love this dinner overall. Maybe I'm just not a tapas guy, but didn't really like that one too much. Alright, caught the bus to the airport this morning. Here's a little view right outside the airport, the Barcelona airport. And then here's when we landed in Granada in the Uber over to Granada, which pretty interesting and very cool landscapes, especially being in Andalusia. And then we ended up going to this Moroccan place for lunch before we checked into our Airbnb, and I had this tajin, which was quite good, honestly. Could have used like couscous or rice on the side, but it was still very yummy and pretty decently priced, I think. All right, and here's a view from our beautiful balcony in Granada. Probably my favorite city out of the three that we visited. Was absolutely stunning, and the Alhambra was very cool. Well, hello. Haven't updated in a while, but pretty long well, not really. I guess we did wake up quite early, but we are now here in Granada with this lovely little terrace balcony all to ourselves. Very cool. Very cool. Not that great of a view, mostly apartment buildings, but still looks pretty nice. We do have this. I guess this is supposed to meant to be for like 5 or 6 people, but there's only 3 of us, and it was a pretty good deal for what we got. And yeah, I think the plan now, we just had lunch at a Moroccan place, which I will put the picture of. I got a tajin and some hummus and bread, not pictured. And then I think we're just gonna walk around and see some attractions. Tomorrow we're going to the Alhambra, and we have like a 8:30 ticket or something, so we need to get there quite early. And what else are we doing here? Well, yeah. I don't know what we'll do after the Alhambra, but I assume it's gonna take a little bit. Maybe grab some lunch. But I will leave you guys here for now. I should have some more photos of the sightseeing that we might do today before dinner. We had a pretty late lunch. It's already 3:12, so late lunch, late dinner, I guess. And then we get a good night's sleep because I'm a little bit tired. But pretty nice view, pretty nice balcony here. Pretty big balcony as well. Yeah, excited. And I'll see you guys for the next update. Oh, sorry, not done. Forgot about this, but it is like 90 degrees, which is over 30 Celsius, of course. You guys can do the calculation yourself. I'm all about America, all about freedom, so we only use Fahrenheit. But yeah, it's very, very hot. So hopefully, ideally, I don't get too dehydrated. We're gonna have some water probably, and go and see the town. Okay, I will see you guys for the next update. All right, so we have Jamabi and Gelotris posing with a bollard here on our walk to the Granada Stadium. And then here's the stadium itself. It was pretty cool. They're in La Liga 2, or the second division of La Liga right now, but they've had some pretty decent times in La Liga. And then here's our dinner here at Capital Burger, some onion rings, nice little truffle burger, and some fries. And then here's the view from where we were sitting out in one of the squares, which I thought was quite cool. Hola, buenos días. It is day 2 in Granada. We have big G-Dog standing by the door right there. And yeah, it's a little cold this morning actually, but pretty nice sunrise colors. And we're heading to Alhambra today, so we're up pretty early. It's 7:48. Wanted to get there before it gets too hot. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Hopefully I have some pictures and videos to show everyone. And yeah, enjoy. Summarized it there, but we were up pretty early, so here's a couple morning shots on our way to the Alhambra. And here's the Alhambra itself. It was absolutely stunning, and what a beautiful piece of architecture and beautiful grounds as well around it. Got a very, very beautiful photos, as you can see. All right, we're at the Alhambra, and it's quite lovely, quite beautiful, I'd say. These gardens here. We just came out of the Palace de Nazaro, something like that. Yeah, it was really cool, and honestly, would recommend visiting this place. Just seems like well restored and well maintained, so it seems pretty cool, honestly. And yeah, we're probably just gonna walk around the grounds a bit more and then go head to a nice little lunch somewhere. Maybe from Mr. Habibi, who is serving up some good donors. But yeah, see you guys soon. Here's a bit more pictures from the surrounding grounds outside the Nazar Palace, which were just stunning, as you can see. And then here is our lunch after we walked down from the Alhambra. We walked all the way to town. We got a empanada and skirt steak there from an Argentinian place. I thought it was pretty yummy, honestly, and the chimichurri sauce just makes it so good.
Hola, buenos dias. Listen, it's very early. Well, it's about 8:30 this morning. We are driving the car over to Malaga today from Granada. Didn't get much footage yesterday, but kind of had more of a chill day. Did some stuff in the morning, went back home, siesta, had dinner, just walked around a little bit around Granada. Backlighting here is bad, so we're gonna do it this way. And yeah, I think car rental is at like 9-ish, so we might need to leave quite soon, but we're gonna stop at a couple of places along the way. Hopefully I can get some nice photos, nice footage of that. And yeah, just gonna take our time down to Malaga. I think it's just supposed to be more of a travel day, second to last day on the trip, because tomorrow I will be flying back to Copenhagen for a little 16-hour layover or so, and then we'll be heading back home to San Francisco. So yeah, a little morning update. Hopefully get more footage today, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, as you can see, we are not on the road. We are back at the Airbnb. So we basically tried to rent a car. Well, we had the reservation. We went to the Granada train station, to the Alamo, and tried to get the car that we had rented. And then they tried to like upcharge us on a like one-way trip, but that was already included in the fee that Jello paid. And then they waived that fee after they talked to the manager, and then we had to do a $200 security deposit for like the safety, or like, you know, it gets refunded when we make the safe trip to Malaga. And then that went completely wrong because Gelotris' card got like, they wouldn't accept contactless payment, no contactless payment. So he had to put the chip in some card reader thing, and then had to put a pin in for whatever reason. I don't know if that's a thing in Europe where they use pins. Even when you insert your card, like with a credit card, I feel like I just never had to insert a pin ever, but had to do it. And then, yeah, got denied 3 times. And then, yeah, and then Gelotris called the thing that we booked it through. They canceled it for us. So we got the refund, and we ended up just scrapping that idea. So now we're catching the bus, which kind of sucks because we wanted to stop at a bunch of places along the way, but looks like that's not happening. But yeah, gonna make do. Bus is at 1 p.m. It is currently almost 11, so got some time to kill. We're probably gonna go grab some food, and yeah, hopefully I got some video from the bus journey. Well, after that whole debacle, here's my yogurt that I had as consolation for not getting the car. All right, we've made it to Malaga, as you guys have probably seen by the little bus clips that we put. And we've got Gelotris right there. Bro, it right by the master bedroom is the smallest balcony of all time, and where we can look down on our neighbors having a little dinner party. Anyway, yeah, we made it. Bus trip was, it was fine. Old man behind us kept grabbing Gelotris' seat. He was like pointing at things like the entire trip to his wife, and then his wife was like, oh, see. Anyway, it wasn't the most pleasant experience. Gelotris was getting a little bit upset, but I was getting upset as well, honestly. Like, it wasn't great. Anyway, didn't really see too much on the bus drive, as you guys can probably see by the clips, but we're in Malaga now for a day and a half or so. So I don't know what we're gonna do now. Probably gonna maybe go to some attractions, and then get some dinner, and then maybe sleep a little earlier because, you know, we had a long day today with the whole rental car debacle. Also, I just want to say, for those of you guys commenting, why didn't you use contactless with the card? Okay, we couldn't because the lady was like, listen, you can't use contactless because then we struggle to refund you. Whatever that means for the security deposit. So then like, don't know. So Gelotris had to insert his card and then it just failed like 3 times. And then on the bus.
Correct pin. I checked during the bus trip.
And then on the bus, he checked the pin, as he just said, and it was the correct pin. So, like, clearly they were trying to scam us or something. Like, again. Anyway, that's the story. Full story before you guys start typing away. Okay? But yeah, we're in Malaga now. I'll try to get some photos and stuff. And yeah, cool. Nice view. See you soon. Here's a little picture of the Roman theater in Malaga. I thought it was pretty cool. We didn't actually go up into the grounds. And then here's the famous glass Rubik's Cube thing. That's like a tourist attraction there. So that was pretty cool as well. And then my dinner was this Peruvian fried rice dish with egg and prawns and a little bit of char siu. And then a sad little croquette off to the side was my small little appetizer. Good morning, my friends. We are in the Airbnb, about to check out. It's 9:42 a.m. My flight is not till like 8-ish tonight, and I'm flying back to Copenhagen and then stay overnight. And then my flight is at like 3 p.m. tomorrow to head back to San Francisco, something like that. So booked a hotel to stay at in Copenhagen, and then we'll try to sleep in as much as possible. Check-in's at 11 tomorrow, or check out is at 11 tomorrow, so we'll probably sleep in and then, I don't know, grab something to eat and then head to the airport or something and just chill there. But pretty long day we have planned ahead of us today in Malaga. I think we need to check out of here at 10 p.m., which, you know, is kind of an interesting time. But 10 p.m. checkout, or 10 a.m. checkout rather, and then we are gonna go get something to eat, maybe drop our stuff in some lockers, and then just walk around for a little bit, collect our stuff, head to the airport later. And yeah, I think that's the general plan right now. So hopefully I have some footage for you guys today, and yeah, see you guys soon.
All right, guys, last day.
Last day together, but I had to get some pics with the Jello man with a Spanish pole and then drinking that little Hello Kitty drink there. And then suddenly we were on the flight home, or back to Copenhagen, which I didn't document exactly, but basically flew to Copenhagen, spent the night in a hotel, and then flew back to San Francisco around 1 p.m. the next day. But that's going to conclude the vlog. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed.